Well, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. I hope you're having yourself a fantastic day. Today we're going to take a look at my favorite set from Flesh and Blood, Crucible of War. We're going to take a look at the market, see what's been sold and what's been moving, and take a look at the estimated value per box of both first edition and unlimited. Hey, if you want access to a collection tracker to track the value of your collection in real time whenever I do a video like this, like right now I'm updating Crucible of War, so the Crucible of War numbers will update and your values will be updated based on the video and what happens here. You can head on over to patreon.com/KitchenTableTCG where you get access to that collection tracker. You also get access to a 5% off all your orders at minmaxgamesfab.com. If you're not a patron, you can use the link in the description of my video to save $5 off your order of $50 or more. All right, let's hop into the market. Let's take a look at what is going on in Crucible of War. Again, my favorite set from this wonderful game. Crucible of War sealed boxes are down 10% to $672. I'd like for you to look at how consistent these have been. They try to prop up and then the market sells, and then they try to prop off and then the market sells. So it's been really interesting. This is, of course, the pumps that we saw happen and this sharp increases. Take a look at this because we are going to be talking about this kind of increase every video for a while because it's super interesting to look at. So if you want to see the sold listings here on one, what did I put it, 675. You got eBay was at 675. There were some boxes on TCG that sold as well, even down to 635 here on eBay. I've been seeing some prices on, even at 575. I'm trying to keep the most recent sold listing be on the 15th at 675. But if you're on Facebook, you can probably find some a little bit cheaper than that as well. I've also seen some bundles going on Facebook as well. So make sure you're shopping around if you're looking for prices. But if you're tracking the value of your collection, I would call it about $675. Unlimited boxes still sitting at $76. They are not moving at all, although unlimited singles are up, and we'll get into that in a minute. The Arknight Shard, nothing. I haven't seen any Arknight Shards move in quite a while, so this price could be very old. In fact, it is old. It is all the way back in October when we saw this $3,400 shard sale. I've not been seeing many of them move or being offered or anything. This is just one of those dry market spells where we're just not seeing a lot. There are quite a few like Eye of Ophidias on the market, so you can maybe take some percentages off that if you want to see what is going on in that world. Meanwhile, the Unlimited Shard is sitting at $350. Now, Viserai was a deck that a lot of people thought would be played in this next meta, but it did not perform or did not even show up in the top 8 at the most recent Star City Games thing. So I think maybe some people sold some off after they decided to play Bravo or whatever they ended up doing, but we're sitting at $350. Keep in mind this is out of print, so we won't see more copies unless people open up boxes. First edition, you've got legendaries. You got Shiana at $2,000. That's not changed at all. The Twinning Blade extended art, there was an eBay sale of the Twinning Blade extended art for $977 recently on the 6th of February. It looks pretty good. Seller was this seller's been selling a lot of stuff on eBay. So you've got, it looks pretty good. Nothing major, no major wear. All these Crucible cards come with a little bit. You got a little bit of wear in the corner there. It's weird. Like people expect to only value things based on if it's going to get a 9.5 or not. But this is like a pretty typical card. If you're opening up a box of Crew, a lot of these had a little bit of damage and cornering and whatever. So this seems like a pretty average card. So I'm going to go ahead and include it at $977. I understand it's not going to be a 9.5. I get it. But it is a raw copy, and that's what we are tracking here. If you want to track the 9.5s, you can go track the 9.5s if you want. So average price from that legendary pull is sitting at $1,097. Obviously, the Twinning Blade is not technically a legendary, but for the purposes of this is how we calculate it. Majestic Cold Foils, nothing really moving. Purge Grapplers sitting at $300, which is down 7.5%. These are, there's just not a lot moving right now. Not a lot of buyers, not a lot of sellers. It's just kind of all over the place. Even like trading, I've had a couple of these up for a trade and I hadn't had a ton of interest. I think I traded a Breeze Rider Boots and a something else, maybe a Perch Grapplers, but there's not like a metric ton of interest on this. I think the interest all kind of happened back here, and now a lot of people kind of have the cards that they want, and they're moving them and doing whatever they want. So sitting at 405 for the first edition Majestic Cold Foils. Same thing happening with the rares. In fact, the rares are dropping pretty radically on some specific ones. Centauri Saber reverse down 30% to 101 on a sold listing. Zephyr Needle at 85. Redliner at 80. Zephyr Needle reverse at 75. So a lot of downwards pressure on these. A lot of quite a few of them coming to the market as well. This is what I'm talking about with this. This is the same increase we saw with the sealed box prices. And a lot of people look at these numbers and say that's the accurate number of the price. The accurate number is that a cold foil rare should be $272. But we haven't seen those prices for a very long time. We're not back there. And I think in order to get back there, we talk about this in the podcast. A lot of things need to change in order to get back there. But that doesn't mean it's not healthy. That doesn't mean that the market is dead. It just means that we overshot the value of these cards in the market way back in April. It's not the end of the world. It's just that we overshot what the values were. And so if you bought one back there, it feels bad. But this is look at the last history. Don't look at anyway, price memory is killing people. But all right, first edition Rainbow Foil Majestics. Cokes of Commotion up $25. I think people are starting to think of PvE. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know why Cokes of Commotion is up, but latest price at $90, up 25, up 38%. That's really the only thing that's really moving any significant. Feigned Death is also up 16%. Absorption Dome up 8%. So your average right now on the Rainbow Foil Majestics is sitting at $30.96. You have some downwards pressure on Rattlebones. I really thought that card was going to pick up in price, but Arc Smash is down and Righteous Cleansing is down. Your Gorganian Tome is still super expensive. Your Cokes of Commotion, Remorseless, Twinning Blade, and Spoils of War. That's kind of the sought-after cards from this set. Looking at the regular Majestics then, Flood of Force still up as a result of the new combo in Everfest. Dread Triptych, again, is up a little bit. Runeblood Barrier, Stamp Authority. No real huge shifts here. Obviously Flood of Force and Dread Triptych, but other than that, nothing major. As a whole, we've got a lot of downwards pressure on some of the other cards. So as a whole, we're down to $15.34, which is down 4 or 5%. Looking at Rainbow Foil Rares, obviously Marvin Skies, still seeing play, still a really collectible card. Everything is up 2.9% to an average of $5. Regular Rares at 72 cents. Rainbow Foil Commons, as it lands here, is sitting at an average of $2.44. And as we move on to your EV per box, we are down 4 to 4.5% kind of across the board. If you're going to open up 40 boxes and you do hit the Arknight Shard, you're going to sit at $595 per box. If you just open up a case, you'll be actually, this is 10 boxes for Crucible of War because your legendary is one in every 10 boxes. You'll be sitting at $510. And if you open up just one box, your EV is sitting around $425. Now, as far as first edition boxes, the EV is between WTR, Crew, and Arcane. The EV is actually pretty connected well to the sealed box price. There's actually, the gap is not as much as Arcane to or WTR to their sealed box price. So the EV is actually pretty good for a first edition set. And good luck opening up the Fable. We've seen one open on Rudy's channel this week, so it can be done. But that is your EV. Again, make sure that you realize that a lot of that is also tied to this Majestic Cold Foil. So if you do hit a Majestic Cold Foil, you're actually probably breaking even on your box price. It's pretty cool. Unlimited then. This Tunic is down to a 111. Cheyenne down to 91. We're all down 10% there. Rainbow Foil Majestics, I'll show you the average price. It's still not loading in here. I'll show you the average price at the end of the video, but Dread Triptych is up. You've got Plasma Purifier is up. Poison the Tips is up. Snag is up. Cokes of Commotion is actually down in the Rainbow Foil in the unlimited version. Regular Majestics, Flood of Force, again, way up. People definitely trying to toy around with that combo. Rattlebones is up. Absorption Dome is up. You've got the same things kind of going down. Unlimited Rares are sitting at an average of 80 cents for the Rainbow Foil. Regular Rares are 18 cents. Commons are at 38 cents. And as we get into your EV, those Majestic prices that I told you about were at an average of $44 for the regular Majestic. That's what it contributes to the value. So you get, I think it's calculated at 6 per box or whatever, that half of that. And then your Rainbow Foil Majestic adds $20 to the box. So both of those are up. Your regular Majestics were up 10% and your Rainbow Foil Majestics were up 3% for the set. And so just so you know, this is very, very good for EV. If you're going to open up 40 boxes, you're going to be sitting at a increase. You're going to make $25 a box before taxes and shipping and fees. So you're going to make about 10 to 15% on boxes if you open up a mass box opening of Crucible War Unlimited. Meanwhile, if you open up 10 boxes, you'll make a little bit less. And if you open up just a box, you'll about break even at $81.42. So all in all, it sounds like a pretty good market for Crucible War. I'm not sure why the sealed product is doing so rough while actually I do know why, because we are in a player's market, not a collector's market. The players are dictating the value of the cards, not the collectors right now. So anyway, hope you guys are doing great. Again, if you want access to all this stuff as a collection tracker, want to see the value of your collection and see if you have a full set or whatever you want to do with it, head on over to patreon.com/KitchenTableTCG, where you also get access to a discount code over at minmaxgamesfab.com, and you can buy some singles there and save some money. Hope you guys have a great day. One more time, be kind to the people around you, and we'll see you again next video.